So, we're live.
Welcome to another video, guys, and we are going to be talking about living in the deeper reality with God.
Thank you, Zoe. I'm really glad that you're here.
Yep.
And that's an interesting voice.
Yep.
Honey, can you do it so your face is shown? Like Zoe can sit on your lap. But...
Use this.
Oh yeah, guys, we found a light. Well, Zoe found it.
One person is
actually. That is not bad.
Yep.
We do have a better light coming tomorrow, but thanks to Zoe, we found this.
Oh. Can you put it there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, let me just see what happens if I do this.
Oh.
Okay. There's one person watching. Hello, one person. If you comment, then we can see your comments. Can you not block Mom's? Get a chair, Zoe. Pull up a chair. Okay. So we're gathered together today. And Sungchin was like, John, are you gonna do your video? Sorry, I'm just gonna move the light over here. Thank you for we're learning. Community. Sakura, don't block your face like that. Yeah. This is interesting to have the kids here. I love it. Right, guys?
No.
Okay. Sungchin was like, let's do a video. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And then I'm like, because just, kind of anxious about some things. And she's like, yeah, just name that reality, because that's probably what people are going through. And so I thought, that is a brilliant idea. My wife is brilliant. So, you want to add to that, hon?
No, I think we wanted to get in a regular routine of doing these things. And people say, kids are staying home, a lot of works encourage. I mean, now, like a lot of them, like mandatory that we stay home. It's just getting in a routine, like getting up, taking a shower, like just, the keeping the routine is important. So I thought that since we are going to provide this kind of resources, it's a lot of it's just reminding each other. Well, when John said, I don't want to do this video, but I know that John wanted to do it for 30 days, then I want John to provide the consistency. And then he mentioned that he's not feeling good. He feels anxious. And then I just saw Fran talking about her anxiety and feels like she's disappointed that she's not feeling grounded. And I said, this era, this time that we live in, it is very natural for us to go one place of fear and come back to that and just back and forth of it. Just because you are mature, just because you are grounded at one point doesn't mean that you'll be always staying there. So just let's name the reality, name it to tame it, that things are changing every day. So it is very okay for us to feel, sometimes feeling grounded, but sometimes feeling scared. So every time it happens, just name it instead of giving yourself pressure that, oh, why did I feel like that? Yeah, so that's why. That's something that I...
Lord Jesus, I wanted my kids to be a part of this, but Zachariah, can you sit still? What?
Oh, it's okay.
I know.
Okay.
Woo! Let me move this back. So, we don't want it to fall. Welcome to our professional studio here. Yeah, just to share what I'm anxious about. I can tell you're so frustrated.
Yeah, frustrated with you that you just focus and it'll go away.
Yeah, it'll go away. That's good. I need to learn from you. Should we just cancel this one?
No, can we just finish it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, just as other people are anxious, the beauty of having our own business, which is being true therapists, is we have freedom and we can work hard and earn money like any small business. But when things happen, recession stuff like this happens, people cancel because they're also anxious and they're concerned about money or stay hunkered down at home. So that's what I'm dealing with. And I know there's lots of people in different things. I mean, the market went down, so people could be anxious about that. all these businesses in town closing. I feel for them. So there's a lot of things. And then the thing that I really think about is there's so many unknown. We don't even know what tomorrow will look like or next week will look like. So even that limbo is one of the most
Sure.
things that causes us anxiety. So we're in
Right.
this together. I really appreciate you kind of like saying, hey, let's, support each other. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So
And I think, so we talked about one ways that I want people to learn the value of naming our internal state, or another way of saying naming your emotion to tame it.
Mhm.
And I want to talk about two feelings, emotions.
Mm.
One is fear and the other one is despair. Easily, including myself, and then when I'm with people, those are the emotions that people are struggling with. So tonight I was talking with my client too. When we are afraid, the natural why fear is there is that something bad and dangerous thing happened that we need to run away from. So things like this, it's scary, right?
Mhm.
Then where do you run to? If we don't have a place to run to, which is maybe the core place that your true self, where nothing can be taken away from you, or sometimes the individual is not big enough to handle this fear. So then the us is better, so community is bigger, and those who believe in God, God is the ultimate being that I run to. Because in this season, I don't feel like I can draw all the strength from me or even from John. So many times we become a source of irritation. Children too. So then that's why I make sure you have a bigger being, someone bigger than you, someone who's not scared of what you are scared of. You have a place to run to. That can be a word of God. That can be just going into positive, beautiful things that they anchor you down. Whatever those things, the fear's function is something bad and scary. It's going on. And then we need to run to someone who's bigger than us. If you grew up in a place that you didn't have those actual body memory that your parents are bigger than you, who are not scared of what you are scared of, and you could run to, probably naturally you'll do. But if you don't have that memory, probably these are the moments that feel like, oh, what am I going to do? I don't know where to go. And that's where the deeper reality is. God is there. God is inviting you, and He's your refuge. He's your shelter. He's welcoming you. You're running. When you are running towards Him, He's already running towards you. So that reality. And then the other one is despair. Because so no matter how much you are prepared, things are changing at a rapid speed. Then you feel, oh my God, you feel out of control, and you don't have the resources or time or ability to tackle this big problem that's happening. Then despair's function is you cannot solve this big problem within your ability, your resources. Then I think as a Christian, what I like
Why
is
did you smile there?
Where?
You just smiled then.
I don't know.
Okay.
Why are you pointing out something that I'm so passionately talking about, and he's just
Go ahead.
okay. So I am saying when we are experiencing despair, it feels like there's nothing that you can do, but there's one thing we can practice doing. Simply ask for help. Help. But that's really dang hard. Because again, there was not something modeled. So then whenever I feel like I'm powerless and helpless, actually I just go deep and I don't know what else. That's what despair is. But
there's no way out. That's what despair feels like. I can't get out of this. There's no way. There's no end. So then I think what my experience of God saying it, He's saying it, it seems so dark, but there is a light. Even there's no darkness in His presence. So He's encouraging us to, child, I'm here. The way that, not because help is a magic word, it's a relational. He reminds us that I'm here, and then I can say help when I'm activating that energy. I don't need to stay in the mobilization, but it's hard. So then we encourage each other. I will help you. Is there anything I can help you? So almost enlist the other person to say, oh, can you help me? I'm feeling this way. Can you be there for me? So can we become a kind of people
who notice that we feel despair, then we can even vision is, okay, when I'm noticing that this is where I am, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to ask for help from God. And I'm going to ask help from one another. So that's what I want to share today as a way of educating ourselves and just doing things one at a time.
Sorry for interrupting. I was sincerely curious why you did smile when you
I don't
started
know why
talking
you
about
guys-
despair. It was interesting to me. Like, I'm like, oh, I was curious. Like, oh, what's going on? We can explore it later. But that's where I was coming from. I know one thing. We'll close with this. Well, we have a little closing practice. But the thing that we can close with is, today I was feeling some overwhelm. And then we were saying that is natural and normal and to be expected. And it's almost like acknowledging that within ourselves, in our community, and then saying that's okay. It's normal. You can't get through life and through challenging moments without feeling overwhelmed. And I think when we try to deny it, that causes a dissipation and exertion of energy to deny it rather than, you know what, I'm overwhelmed today. Maybe I won't get as much done today, or I'll reach out and I'll get more support, or those types of things. So can we acknowledge and embrace our overwhelm so that it lasts shorter, I believe.
Yeah, I think in our study, our mentor was saying, if you have a mature brain or if you a healthy brain, you will update yourself in a real time. I will say it again, updating yourself in a real time. Are you updating
What does
yourself
that mean?
in a real
What's
time?
like an example of
So like
updating
when you
yourself?
say, when you notice that you feel overwhelmed, usually I don't feel it. I don't want to feel it.
Right.
Maybe that I'm trained myself so well that whenever it's just something big happen, I don't feel sad right away. Anger, I feel right away. That one. But shame, despair, those things, the first reaction is I don't want to feel it. So then I cannot even let the other person know I am feeling that way because I don't admit that I am feeling that way. So updating yourself, that's that has a many
I noticed
background.
one thing when we were, I think it was today, I was driving to our friend's house and I was saying, you know what I'm sad about is our kids won't be able to play soccer. I mean, I don't know for how long. I'm even sad that I don't even know how long. They were going to start a new season. So he's playing club. She's really excelling. So I'm sad about that. And then I think I don't know if you were feeling the same thing or not, but just that I felt it in real time and shared it. And then there was another time when, I know what you were sad about. I was like, I'm sad about that we can't go hiking around the Glendale Sports Complex, our favorite hiking place. It's close. And then you were like, I don't feel it. You could cognitively know, I'm probably sad about it, but I can't. And then not long after, 5, 10, 15 minutes, then you expressed it. So I really noticed that quickness in growth in you, because I know sadness is one of the harder ones for you. And so I thought I'm acknowledging your growth in that. And then there's ones that I'm uncomfortable feeling. Like anger is something that I'm uncomfortable owning. I feel it and it kind of seeps out, but owning it. So that's just an updating ourselves. So even can we acknowledge I'm overwhelmed, I need some support. Even that, doing that within community is really good. So we will feel overwhelmed. It's a part of the process of life and growth. And we're in a whole new worldwide experience of kind of an ending of the old and a beginning of the new.
All right, so we want to introduce you one little practice our family has been doing. And I think maybe another video they will show you how we do I'm a foreigner from Korea. So I think the technical pronunciation is havening. So you can look it up, Haven, havening. But then I pronounce it wrongly, heavening, like heaven. And then somebody said they like it, and actually my mistake, I like it. I like instead of havening, I would say heavening. So we'll talk about that another maybe even show you how our family practice it. But once we do heavening, what we do is reminding each other before we go to bed the deeper reality. Reality means God is with us even in the dark. God is with us. I think it's where I learned was many years ago from Charlotte Lehmen, who is doing the Emmanuel prayer, Emmanuel approach. So our family does this. So I will share with you as a tool. That's if you have a little kids, that's a great way of putting them down so that they can fall asleep with this reality of God is with them. So
then it would be almost like a little call and response. So I'll do the call and you'll do the response, but the kids would be here, but you saw how that went. So are we going to do even in the dark? Start with that?
no, even in the Corona.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what.
Yeah.
So we adapted it
Right.
to this,
Situation.
even in the pandemic.
Mhm.
So what do you want to call it? Pandemic, Corona, whatever it is. You can name your reality, whatever you want to
Even
call
the
this.
Corona.
Even in the Corona.
So he would say, then I said, Jesus is with me.
Even in the Corona.
Jesus is with you.
Even in the Corona.
Jesus is with us. And then once the 3 round is done, since they're gonna go to bed, so we are ending with this.
Even in the dark.
Jesus is with me.
Even in the dark.
Jesus is with you.
Even in the dark.
Jesus is with us. So that's one way of reminding one another we are living in a deeper reality.
Yes.
So I hope that your family can do it.
Yes, and God bless. And we're figuring out how to do these brief, short videos. This one's not that brief. And Jamie, if you made it, you're amazing. She said if it's 12 minutes, she just ends. She doesn't even watch it. So
all right.
You're all blessed. You got to stay at the end. And thank you for being with us. We're just experimenting and learning. So
Okay, bye.
bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.